or he's just basically drifting and wasting your time. So go to Amazon and download the Kindle free trial membership. Doesn't cost you anything. And check it out. It may help you. Okay? And have a great day. Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. Welcome to Dating Advice. Tonight I'm going to talk about a common question that so many people have today. Is monogamy dead? Of course it's not dead. But what I'm going to tell you is this. It depends on who you deal with. Okay? Monogamy is still around, but it all depends on who you're dealing with and how you handle yourself with different people in your life. Now, you have to look at the people that you pick when you date. There's all different types of people in this world. So if you surround yourself with the wrong people, yes, you're going to feel like monogamy is dead. If you surround yourself going for Mr. Player or Mrs. Player, yes, you're going to think monogamy is dead because you may be dealing with people that are all into the options thing. People that are on every dating site, talking to multiple people that will look to rotate you, that will love bomb you, that will show you a lot of attention in the beginning and then fall off and come back because they're talking to other people. If you're dealing with somebody who is not being consistent, who is not giving you their time, their energy, or willing to go out with you and on a respectable date, okay, you may be dealing with somebody that is not looking for any kind of monogamous relationship. So the key, I keep saying this and I'm going to say it again. The key is the type of person that you're dealing with. What are their values? What are their beliefs in relationships? Do they believe in relationships? What's their idea of a relationship? Do they believe that a person, should be faithful to one person? Now, you have to remember something too. There's a lot of people that put on a facade initially when you meet them, and that's what makes it very difficult. It's all part of, quote unquote, the game. People that will try to fool you and tell you everything that you want to hear. It's part of the love bombing because they want something out of you. It could be sex most of the time. It could be money. It could just be their ego. Maybe they just like talking to you on a regular basis, but it doesn't necessarily mean they want anything more. That's why you have to look deeper into the people that you deal with and don't waste your time on the wrong people. And this goes for everybody, whether it's a woman looking to meet a man looking to meet a woman, because women play games now too. Okay, I've heard from a lot of guy friends that a lot of women are playing games out there and are doing the same thing. They're looking to be players. They think that's part of, the world today is to date multiple people or to, not get back to you for 4 days. If you find, that you're dealing with somebody who's playing games with you, don't even waste your time. I'll say it again. Don't waste your time. That person will waste your time. Because it's like this, you guys. When somebody is serious about having something real with you and having a real relationship, they will have no problem letting you know. A lot of people that I know, and from my experience, and trust and believe I have plenty of experience, most of the people that I know that got into serious relationships, in a lot of cases, when they knew that that person was who they wanted, They didn't waste any time in letting that person know. There was no going out with that person 9 years or 12 years. In a lot of cases, I've heard stories where people knew after 2 months, 3 months got engaged. And you have to be careful with that too, because sometimes if people come on too strong, too fast, you have to be a little cautious, okay? Now, they could have really fallen for you, or they might have some ulterior motive. Maybe they're looking for a place to live, or some other, maybe it's a financial thing. But generally, when you're dealing with somebody who is sincere, who's showing you that they really want something serious with you, there won't be the games. There won't be the games, okay? Because they have the maturity level to know that this is the person that I want, and I want something serious with that person. So is monogamy dead? Absolutely not, okay? And I could show you many cases where it's not, all right? And even in today's world, I know people that have gotten involved in relationships and they are in serious relationships. So it's all a matter of who you pick, who you give your time to. Stop giving your time to people that don't deserve it. Like I say, be yourself, be sincere. Let that person know as you talk to them, have conversation with them. Communication is key. And let them know what is your belief in what are your boundaries? What do you accept in a relationship and what do you not accept in a relationship, okay? And the person that you're dealing with, all right, if it's going to work out and it's going to be a good relationship, you guys should be on the same page. You have to be on the same page. Now, the other thing that I want to bring up is this. When you're out there in the dating world, okay, it's not just a matter of, okay, well, this is a nice person and, they're showing me consistency and everything, but I'm not really attracted to them physically. Now, here's the thing with the physical attraction piece. Don't be looking for the number 10, okay, whether it's male or female or whoever. You have to be realistic. And when I say realistic, I mean nobody is perfect in this world. We all have flaws, but you have to look for the important things in a person. You have to look if that person is kind, if they have understanding. Is this somebody that you see yourself with? Is this somebody that could be the father or the mother of your children? Is this somebody that you could call if you have a problem? Is this somebody that you feel comfortable with if you don't have your makeup all on or your hair isn't done perfect and they see you at your worst and they still think you're great, okay? That's what's important. But the other piece to all of that, besides having great character in a partner, is the fact that yes, you do need an attraction. You do need a physical attraction with somebody that you would want to have a relationship with, because I know people that have gotten married to people because they were a good guy or a good woman, and later on that relationship broke down because they got bored in the relationship, that chemistry wasn't there. So you definitely need an attraction. You need to feel that physical chemistry with that person, okay? So it's gotta be a blend of two things. So you have to have that physical attraction, and you have to be with somebody that is a good person, somebody who wants to be in a relationship, somebody who believes in relationship, somebody who has had good role models, or if they didn't have good role models, they don't want to be like, if they did grow up in a house where the family, they didn't have good role models, they say to themselves, well, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like my father that cheated on my mother, or my mother that cheated on my father. I want a healthy monogamous relationship. And there are people out there that do want it. They do want it. I can tell you from my experience and from people that I know, because we have been out there in that jungle of a dating world. We know, we have the experience. many years of experience to know it, okay? And I will tell you this. The dating world, when the dating apps first came out, it was much easier to meet somebody and date them. It was more of a dating thing where people went out, they went to dinner, they did things, they went out on a nice physical date outside of the home. Then, with social media and everything growing, it became into this whole hookup scenario where people were using the dating apps into hookups, and then the women fell into it, and the women started doing the same thing, thinking, oh, well, this is what people do, you know, this is what we do, we hook up, or I'm going to do a friends with benefits, and maybe he'll fall in love with me. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. That's why a lot of people and a lot of women, I'm just using them for an example, a lot of women are dealing with men that show them a lot of attention in the beginning. They get what they want, whether it's sex or whatever, and then the man loses interest because, you know what, he wasn't fully vested into getting to know you. He probably gave you love bombing to get what he wanted to get, and then after he gets what he wants to get, he's going to contact you when he feels like he wants to contact you. He doesn't want those strings because he wasn't being sincere from the get-go. Now, that's not everybody, okay? But that's a large percentage of the people that are out there on the dating sites. But now, what is going on, okay, I know because I have a lot of personal people I know that are out there on those dating websites, and I could tell you, you got a lot of scammers that got on the websites. You have a lot of quote-unquote good women, or shall I say women that were looking for serious relationships that got off the dating websites. And now the feedback from the men is, are there any women out there that actually want a relationship? You have men out there that are having a hard time finding women that they can have relationships with because a lot of the women that are on the dating sites are doing the same things the men did. They're out there playing their options. They're out there swinging 4 or 5 guys. So the thing I'm going to tell you is this. Is monogamy dead? No, it's not. Because there are people that still believe in wanting that real connection, in wanting somebody that really cares about them. Are they easy to find? No, they're not. You have to do your work, okay? And you may have 9 bad experiences, and that 10th experience, you could hit it, all right? It's like hitting the lottery. But you have to recognize who's good and who's bad for you. Who's on the same page as you? Who wants the same things as you? And this goes for guys as well, because they're going through the same thing. There's a lot of good men out there that are having a hard time finding good women as well. So the thing is, you have to really get into that person and have that conversation, that deep conversation, and really see what that person is about. See what that person's values are. See what that person's track record is. Their track record will tell you a lot about who they are, okay? If they've had numerous girlfriend after a girlfriend, they can't have a relationship for more than 6 months, that is a red flag that person may be a non-committer, that hasn't had any long-term relationships, and let's say they're over 35. But the point I'm trying to make is this. Don't feel because it's difficult out there to find somebody. Don't think that it isn't possible, because I will tell you 100% it is possible. I know numerous people that have found people and are in monogamous relationships. So, it's like a friend of mine, she kept picking the wrong type of partners. She picked these guys that were very good looking, that were players, that would contact her and then she wouldn't hear from them. Then they'd come back and then she'd talk to them again. And that was her problem because she kept talking to them after they didn't show her the consistency. After they said one thing, they misled her and said, oh, no, I'm looking for a relationship and I could see myself with you. But their actions didn't meet their words. But they weren't looking to get on the phone and have conversations with her and get to know her. They didn't care anything about her. All right. They would just ask her, how was your day? Good morning, beautiful. Good night, beautiful. This is the famous line. Good morning, beautiful. Good night, beautiful, as so many people know. All right. And was never really getting to know the person. So you should, when you're dating, you want to find somebody that A, you have a physical attraction to. They don't have to be drop dead gorgeous. All right. Because sometimes when you're dealing with somebody who's drop dead gorgeous, that could be somebody that has so many options that's not looking for somebody serious. So you want somebody that you are attracted to, but you want somebody who's ready. I can't say this enough. You want somebody who's ready to be in a relationship. You're not going to change people. You're not going to take somebody who comes to you and say, well, I'm just looking for a friend. Somebody that's looking for a serious relationship is not going to tell you they're looking for a friend. I'm just going to tell you, period, dot, end of story. Somebody that's looking for a relationship is going to tell you something to the effect of, well, I'm looking to date and I hopefully am able to meet somebody that I could grow with and have something with. Okay? And you got to be careful because a lot of people say that too. A lot of men say that to women because they know the majority of women are looking for something serious. So the only way you're going to know if somebody's real or not is in time. They have to be consistent. You got to look at their pattern. If they're not consistent, they're not serious. Bottom line. So I will tell you that as far as this podcast goes, is monogamy dead? No, it's not. That there are still people out there that believe in monogamous relationships, that believe in having a future with somebody, getting married maybe eventually, or having children, or just having that fulfilling, healthy relationship with one person. And I know plenty of people that are monogamous. I have a good friend. He was the biggest player going. He was an older guy. He was married. He was divorced. This guy, he had a girlfriend. He was cheating on his girlfriend. Then they broke up. Then he had plenty of girls that were after him. He used to lavish money on women. He was a big time playboy. Well, he is now engaged a year and very, very happy. And he is in a monogamous relationship. I have another friend who's another big time player that I never thought would be in a monogamous relationship, who was talking to somebody. He's in New York. She's in California. He was talking to her, having a long distance relationship for 6 months, and he packed up, moved all the way to California, and got married and is in a monogamous relationship. When I spoke to him recently, I said, how's it going over there? He said, awesome. I've never been happier. He said, we just have mad chemistry. We are just so good together and I'm very happy. So I will tell you again, monogamy is not dead, but you have to pick the right people. You have to pick the people that are ready for a relationship, that are going to be serious about it. They're going to be consistent, give you your time, energy, give you their time, energy, and they will show you with their actions that they want something real. And that takes time. So I would say don't rush into things, because the people that you meet in the dating world, a large percentage of them are not who they appear to be as a person. A lot of people play games, so you have to watch that consistency. You have to watch that pattern, and you have to see if this person will make you public to their friends and family and show you that they are sincere in having something with you. And you have to see if that person is on the same page as you and wants the same things in life as you want. I hope that helps you guys. If it did, please hit the subscribe button and share. And also, if you have any questions, please go to the link in the bio, or you can send any questions to askyaz909@gmail.com. And have a great night.